Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm here to do the new moon in Pisces reading for the sign of Virgo, and that's Virgo sun, moon, rising. So, Virgo, this Pisces season, so we have the Pisces new moon, we're in Pisces season, and Mercury is retrograde in Pisces. So go back and check out the weekly, and we're talking about the Mercury retrograde, redo, revise, revisit. But all this water, so this is a good time for healing. Your intuition can be heightened. Also, this is a good time to heal. So if there's any healing or nurturing that needs to be done, this would be a great time to do it. And so, Virgo, for you, I think this is going to be an interesting month. I see a couple different scenarios here, but let's go through the cards first. The first card is the Lovers. Yes, it could be romance, but remember now, the couple is similar to the Lovers, if that's what you're familiar with, but the couple is not always a romantic relationship. It could be friendship, romantic or platonic, or it could be the relationship within yourself. Now, with yourself, okay, your feminine, masculine energy. But what I love about this card, it's like, you see how it's like they're almost dancing. It's like they're in each other's shadow. There's a sense of trust and protection here. So this is a relationship, platonic, romantic, or with yourself, where there's that sense of trust. Also, you look at this tree. This tree is like bearing fruit. So this is a fortuitous relationship. It's very magnetic. And if this is just the relationship with yourself, there's a certain amount of self-esteem. And if it's not, if it's romantic or platonic, it's maybe that question, will you be there for me? And the way that they're stepping into each other's shadows, I would say definitely, because there is a sense of protection here. And if you're single and this relationship is with you and the two sides of yourself, I'm going to say that you're going to be coming into your tribe. It's like that family, that group that you really, the group of people that you can trust and have your back. There's also a sense of vulnerability. So in order for you to have that type of relationship with someone, there is a sense of vulnerability, a sense of being exposed. So this is also stating, for some, maybe someone needs to hear this, this is about using your head and your intuition, because there may be some choice that needs to be made. Not necessarily a romantic choice, but there's a decision. This is almost like that Two of Cups. That you may have a decision to make. So you're being encouraged to use your head and your intuition, which you're probably getting, like I said, a lot of intuitive impressions. That's the word I'm looking for. You're probably getting a lot of impressions at this particular cycle with all these planets in Pisces. Now, the next card that I have here is the Three of Fire. And before you get to the Three of Fire, there's the Two of Fire. So there was some hesitation. So now this is like, listen, watch, and get ready, because your future is being illuminated. It's like the past, present, future, or the trilogy, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. All this stuff is coming together, and you got itchy feet. but maybe there's something that's holding you back a little bit. Maybe maybe there's people who have been blocking you, or maybe there's some other things beyond your control that could be in effect at this particular time. Now, for some, this fire, this fire, that's creative energy with all that water. So it's you don't want the water to put out your fire, because for some, this could be a collaboration of creativity. So it's like finding your tribe, or maybe for some, they're going to find a creative outlet or a group of people that they create something with. And this is also could be quite social. And you're being called to ask, maybe it's a good time to call your friends and, or take a mini vacation, because it's coming towards you. It's not there yet. So maybe, I know this might be a little hard, because that fire, you just want to burn, you're ready to go. Let's do it now. But this requires a little bit of patience and a coming together more so. Because, 3 is part of the journey. It's like you could see the goal, but now you're on your journey towards it. It's being illuminated. Maybe these torches represent, like I said, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Or this is watch, wait, and get ready. Or this is a creative person, 3 others coming together to create this pot of gold. But that could be, for some, the choice you're going to have to make. I would say more so if you're single, and I'm saying not in a couple as far as romantic or romantic wise, and that may not be your focus, but you have a creative outlet that you want to expand on. There may be some collaboration here for you. But then for others, and this could be people who are romantic, platonic, or single, there could be, like I said, there could be some blocks. There could be blocks. It could be things outside of your control. It could be people blocking you. But rest assured, we got Shango here. Shango is the man. Shango is the judge. Shango, I gotta take my glasses off. If you see how he's sitting. You're sitting, and he's got his red on. It's interesting because the chakra card I pulled is Discovery, the root chakra. And Shango governs that root chakra. Shango is, if you're in a situation, you're being required to act and respond in a fair, just way. It's like keep your hands clean. You know what I'm saying? But what needs to be done, whatever needs to be done, make sure it's done fair in a decent way. And you could triumph over any bigotry and all the BS that's going on. But you're also being required here to be motivated towards your own self-development. You're also being required to guard against any erratic behavior, because like I said, maybe there's people outside of you that are blocking you. Justice will be served. So you are being required to step up and make sure that you're always being fair and just. Don't let it be someone's pointing at the finger at you because you lost your temper or something like that. Never. What's that? Oh, never let them see you sweat. Or you can even make them think you're sweating, but you're not. And I say that because, like, I have allergies. So sometimes I have, like, a scowl, or people tend to maybe think that you're a certain way. And it has nothing to do with what's really going on inside of you. And you're looking at them, are you kidding me? I'm talking about that type of stuff, okay? And then also, you're also being encouraged, which is really good with all this Pisces, this water that you're involved with right now. Although, you know, water and earth can get muddy and like too much of the other. So I actually, it's been coming up in all readings to be mindful of you know, addictive tendencies. So you're being mindful not to overindulge. You know, it's okay to go out and have a drink or something like that, but keep things in check. Just act wisely and with moderation. Because when it's time for justice to be served, it will be served, and your efforts will bring you rewards. So just be mindful and act with moderation. Now, pulling up the chakra says discovery. And what's so beautiful about this, I think, because, like I said, with this Pisces new moon, Mercury retrograde, and this being Pisces season, this would be a good time to take time for yourself. Rediscover some new things about you. And this root chakra is showing us a new way to bring our dreams into fruition. So maybe that's what this this is what this collaboration. Maybe you got to call somebody in to do some things for you that you cannot do. It's not that you can't handle it, but when justice is served, you know what I'm saying? I'll leave it at that. But this could be the beginning of how to create a solid foundation in a new form. So keep this in mind. So if you're not yet creating what you say you desire, you may need to grow your energetic root a little deeper and wider into the earth. So this would be a good time. You know, I think next week or week after next, the time change, there'll be more light. Maybe go walk in nature, hug a tree, or if you don't, you know, stand, put your back against a tree. Get yourself grounded in some way. Also, make sure you're getting good exercise and proper diet and good rest. You know, like we're taught, you know, to eat those 3 meals a day, and you know, most people don't really need that. You might have 2 meals. Like, what is it? Breakfast, eat like a king. Lunch, eat a little less, and then dinner you should eat like a pauper. It's not like feast every 3 meals, because that's wearing on your system. But everyone's different, so maybe that's something you need to look at. But making sure that you're getting, you know, proper proteins, proper rest, proper exercise, that would be very good. But this is about building a new foundation, or really discovering, taking a trip into yourself. This is rediscovering you, which is good at this particular junction with things in retrograde. So you don't really want to. This is a new moon, and the moon is illuminated here, and it may be the thing to start is that trip within yourself, in your relationship with yourself and your relationship with others. So what are you going to discover at this time? Be willing to take the journey regardless of the outcome. Get ready to make a commitment. What are you going to commit to? This relationship with yourself, the relationship with others, romantic or platonic, Only you can answer that question. What is that relationship? And if it's about finding your new tribe, they say power to the people. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Or, this collaborate, also, even if you are single, if you're in a relationship, or if this is a platonic relationship, or you just hanging out with your tribe, maybe you all are reaching out to have something creative done for you. You don't have to always reach out as an individual. You could reach out as a couple. Reach out to have something accomplished. Because there's a lot of trust here. So if you're in a relationship, this is someone you trust. So on one hand, if this is a single person and you have to reach out for some help, if it's creative or need someone to handle something, you're going to reach out to someone you trust because you know they're going to handle it. I'm just saying. And it's going to be just. And then this is also going to help you to secure your foundation. Now, I love the trees. And we got the maple tree. Maple trees are they're very beautiful. Honey days that dreams are made of, sweeten all that is to follow. There's some acclaim. So, when Shango speaks, there's some justice. When justice is served, it's going to be served. But what this is, the maple tree, this is about new doors opening for you. There's an opportunity that is easily cultivated. So there's a new creative, platonic, tribal, or romantic collaboration that's just going to fall into place. And if it's a creative project, that's going to fall into place also. And then I keep saying creative, but this creative could be in your job. For some, it may be a job. Something is going to be illuminated that maybe you haven't seen as of yet. Now I also pulled 2 oracle cards. Now, interesting. Both of these cards that I've pulled have been popping up, and I swear I've been shuffling these decks. And let's see, what does it say? Unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be, even if you're not consciously aware of it. Even if you don't have the answers, just keep going forward with an open heart. If you can't see clearly ahead, don't know where you're headed, keep moving. If it don't feel right, even if your brain doesn't agree, your heart always knows. Instead of dismay because you are in unknown territory, celebrate that you're expanding and growing in leaps and bounds. So this is about expansion. But if you look, you see how at the end it's almost lit up, it's illuminated? It's illuminated just like in this card. You see how the light is around him, like he's going down that path? He's like, come into the light, Carol Ann. Come into the light. Sorry, sidebar. But anyway, and then, birds are things are flying. There's a certain level of consciousness here. Yeah, this is new, but you're on the path of where you should be going. So what I say is don't worry about it. Just make sure you stay fair and just. Even it means about just doing you. Yeah, baby. Now, I also got the air guardian. Now this card came up too. Shift your perception, which I think is because we're in this Pisces season and all this water. There's a lot of intuitive messages and downloads that I think everyone's getting on some level. It depends. Like, you know, like you walk in a room and you say, oh, I feel a certain kind of way. Or, you know, that's, you know, everyone expresses it a little bit differently. But this is like really shift your perception. Change the way you think and you'll change your reality. So this is an opportunity to learn about a new way of thinking. Sometimes the mind can play games, so you may have to shift your perceptions. And that goes back into this time of discovery. So what else is good at this time would be to align yourself, and that also comes up with Shango, or like the justice. Find balance, or just find the time that you can spend some time alone so that you can rebalance and re-energize. Also, what would be good if you're into yoga or Pilates or stretching, this would be very good too, to help you come back into line, because Spirit's got some stuff for you, because everything is illuminated at every turn. So know wherever you are right now, that's where you're supposed to be. This is the point from which you're going to grow and flourish. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, hit that subscribe button, because I want you all to know some things are going to be changing in 2020, and I want you to be in on the know. And as far as this reading, this would be a good time to recalibrate, rediscover yourself, rediscover your goals, rediscover your relationships and your friends, because there is something being illuminated in your future. So take this time. This, like I said, this is a good time to heal. This is a good time to take care of any confusion or anything. And so maybe that's what this is being illuminated here. Maybe there's something that you need to handle, but you're not sure how to handle it, so you need to collaborate with someone else who's going to handle it in a just manner. I'm just saying. And during this time, this is a good time to discover really what discover. Mother's illuminating this. Spirit is illuminated here. Recalibrate, readjust, shift your perception, because there are new opportunities. This acclaim is new opportunities are coming for you, Virgo. Trust and believe. Alright? As again, like, share, subscribe. Please leave comments. And give me a thumbs up. This is Sister Omi. Peace.